This is Dinner Date, the show where people hope to find true love through their love of good food.
Here I am. Wish me luck.
One lucky person will be getting the chance to find romance as they enjoy 3 very special meals, cooked for them by 3 very special blind dates. Today's dinner date is 25-year-old Charlie, who works in public relations.
I would describe myself as fun, hopefully, interesting. My motto is try everything once.
She's looking for a man who will share her love of animals.
I really like animals. I have been known to take ex-boyfriends to zoos, city farms, etc. It's probably why they're now exes. I have a bit of a tendency to try and talk to the animals.
She may be able to talk chicken, but meat is still very much on the menu.
A big fat steak with black peppercorn sauce, potatoes, fresh veg, lovely.
Charlie's going to be given 5 menus, each put together by a potential blind date. The 5 men behind the menus have all come up with a 3-course meal, but Charlie will only be having dinner with 3 of them. She'll choose her dates based on the menus she most likes the look of. So, who are the boys behind the menus?
Menu 1, let's see what we've got.
I like a girl who's switched on and sharp-witted. I think it's really, really important. But then that sort of lovable, gullible side as well. You've got to be able to wind your girlfriend up, definitely.
Menu 1 comes from branding designer and football fanatic Will. Charlie likes a steak, but will his carnivorous starter and main be too much meat even for her?
The sizzling table. I would hope it's like a bit in the middle and not the whole table is on fire. Love beef. Stuffed peppers, nice, yep. I can't imagine dying by chocolate because I like it so much. I have been warned, but that almost makes me want to try it because it's just tempting me in. Menu 2.
I've never really had an issue with talking to women, and I guess it's a case of I haven't really found the right one yet who's going to stick around for the long haul.
Menu 2 is from currency broker and biker boy Chris. His dishes are certainly rich, but what will Charlie make of them?
Yes, I love champagne. Brilliant. Fish pie, it's quite sort of homey. It says it's luxurious. Be interested to see why it's so luxurious. Moving on to menu 3.
I like to get involved in different things, kind of most people, you know, extreme things like gymnastics, acrobatics, snowboarding, skydiving.
Menu 3 comes from IT professional James, originally from New Zealand. His menu is crammed full of Eastern delights. But what will animal lover Charlie make of his hand-massaged chicken?
Why would he hand-massage the chicken? That's just a bit weird. It's called chicken. I like Thai food. I really like coconut. And I like things that melt in my mouth, particularly when it involves beef. All Black's brownie. Is that the rugby team? So, menu 4.
If you look at a house and it doesn't look good on the outside, you're not going to want to go inside. So that's the way I approach it, is if I look good, then people are going to want to feel more comfortable around me.
Design consultant Ash is behind menu 4. He'll be bringing a traditional Indian flavour to the table, but will 2 chicken courses be too much for Charlie?
Chicken tikka bites. Sounds like something you could buy in the supermarket and just bung it in the oven. Well, I've never had a chicken korma with bones in, so I'm not sure why it's special that it's boneless. It's not hand-massaged. Menu number 5.
I know what I like, I know what I want. Someone with a really devilish sense of humour, amazing smile, and lovely, lovely big kind eyes. That sounds really soppy.
The 5th and final menu comes from police officer Jamie. Will Charlie want to relive her childhood with his old-school dishes, or will she think they're just criminal?
It's fish fingers. Your mum gave you those, but she didn't make them herself. If he's going to make the sausages himself, fine. Otherwise, yeah, and jelly, ice cream. We're at a kid's party here.
Charlie's seen all 5 menus on offer, but which 3 have taken her fancy?
I've decided on menus 1, 2, and 3.
So she's gone for menu 1 from Will, menu 2 from Chris, and menu 3 from James. Over the next 3 nights, Charlie will meet the men behind the menus she's chosen. Each of them will be making her a slap-up 3-course meal. But who will she want to see for seconds at the end of the week? First to cook for Charlie is 26-year-old branding designer and football fanatic Will.
I'm an Arsenal fan. Been to over 400 games now and also play on Saturdays.
Football keeps Will pretty busy, and his 8 housemates can cramp his style, so he's decamped somewhere his dinner date won't be a spectator sport.
I just couldn't be bothered with the questioning, to be honest. So I felt, yeah, relocate to my sister's.
To add to the pressure, he's got to find his way round an unfamiliar kitchen.
Now, I don't know if my sister's got a pestle and mortar or not. We shall have a look.
When she saw Will's menu, Charlie liked the look of his meaty starter and main, but it was the pud, complete with health warning, that clinched it.
It's important with the coriander that you get it really sort of finely chopped because it's going to go into a marinade.
Along with some smoked paprika, cloves and cumin. Will dices his lamb fillets so they'll cook more quickly on his tabletop skillet. But what sort of a woman would make the evening sizzle for him?
She's got to be quite lively and quite up for a sort of a bit of a giggle, not take herself too seriously. I've never actually cooked this specific dish before, so it's a bit of a new experience for me, but it's kind of borrowing bits that I've done before in different dishes, so fingers crossed it goes all right.
He'll be serving a sauce of his own creation with the lamb.
Next up is the homemade spicy surprise. So that's going to be basically found articles from my kitchen or my sister's kitchen.
The intriguing spicy surprise is made up of onions, plenty of chopped chillies and mint.
It's one thing to be able to cook, but it's quite an art to be able to cook and entertain at the same time. So I guess my main worry is that I'll just be doing this and not being able to sort of converse and talk with her and stuff.
Well, men aren't known for their multitasking, but maybe he'll pull it off. Will adds chopped spring onions and sliced red onions to his spicy surprise. Let's hope he has some breath mints handy for afters.
Certainly got a bit of a kick to it.
Hardly surprising given what's in it. The final step is blending the sauce. Let's hope Charlie likes it hot.
Still quite spicy. Slightly like baby sick at this point.
Yummy. Now, all he needs is a bowl to mix his mint yoghurt in. If only he knew where the bowls were kept.
Surely. Right, plan B. Measuring jug.
Ah well, a jug will do. Will adds mint to natural yoghurt and mixes it together. Et voila, a cooling dip to accompany the spicy surprise. And with something that spicy, they'll need it.
Go and join your friends in the fridge.
Having allowed his fillet steaks to reach room temperature, Will seasons them with salt and pepper and covers each one in sunflower oil. All that remains is setting his sister's table. And it turns out she isn't the only family member who's helping Will out tonight.
My mum said that if conversation starts to dwindle a little bit, you can always remember there's an acronym for FORE. So it's, I can't remember what the F is, but O is occupation, recreation and education.
The women in Will's family have done all they can to help. He's on his own now, and Charlie's on her way.
I am feeling a bit nervous, actually. Romance isn't out of the picture. I think it's best not to put too much pressure on these things, and if it happens, it happens. But hopefully it will. You know, natural chemistry might take its course. Well, here I am. Wish me luck.
Good luck. Charlie and Will are both meat lovers, so the stakes are high. Will their date be a prime cut or a load of old tripe?
Or do I have to answer that? Hey, how you doing?
Hi, I'm
Nice to
Charlie.
meet you, I'm Will.
Hello.
Will's worried he won't be able to concentrate on cooking and entertaining at the same time, so this could be interesting.
This is nice.
Yeah, this is the living room.
It is a living room, but it's not his.
Can I get you a glass of champagne or something?
Yes, please.
Champagne's a good icebreaker, but be careful with those fancy glasses, kids. Will's sister wouldn't want them broken.
Cheers, welcome.
Cheers, thank you very
To a
much.
good evening.
Thanks for having me.
So, what are their first impressions?
She seems very bubbly and friendly, which is good. I think it's probably a sign of a good evening to be had. She's pretty hot.
Will seems like a really nice guy. Seems like just a little bit as nervous, like me. But yeah, nice looking. That's always a good start. And he's given me some sparkling wine, which is another good point. So notch up 2.
If you like that, Charlie, wait till you see his hot plate.
This is
Right, mate.
an exciting table apparatus.
Yeah, this is the
Sizzly thing.
all-important hot plate.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Ooh.
marinated lamb. That is the spicy surprise,
Okay,
and that is the mint yogurt.
cool.
Over
Woo, sizzling. That's
That's good. That's good. I'm
That's
really glad that
exciting.
happened. Are you a keen cook yourself?
Yeah, I do like cooking. Hey.
That's handy, because she's got to cook her own starter tonight.
I've got quite a big spice rack, which
Oh yeah.
comes in
Are you
handy.
quite into spicy stuff then?
I like spicy stuff, but spicy stuff doesn't like me that much.
Okay.
This sort of spicy surprise is probably going to have in moderation.
Good idea, Charlie.
Right. I think that's about
Yeah,
good to go.
looks good. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks very much.
You're welcome.
Very nice. It is quite spicy.
Is it? Okay.
In a good way, though.
As I said, important to find your level before you pile it.
Are you into
Right,
sports?
something. Football.
Oh,
Playing,
oh
watching.
look, it's going from that end. It's
Yeah.
going to that end. Going to that end. Oh, one in the net.
Oh, they clearly don't share a love of the beautiful game then.
Okay, so we found the level on spice and we found the level on sport as well. Good to know.
It was all going so well. Best move on to the main course then. The pan-seared fillet of beef. Having Charlie in the kitchen while he cooks means Will has no choice but to try and master the art of cooking and entertaining simultaneously. He starts by melting some butter in the griddle pan before adding the steaks, which he'll just need to sear for about 3 minutes on each side. Will gets his stuffed peppers out
Don't film this bit, it's burnt.
and cunningly disguises the charred bits with some mozzarella.
Wow. Smoking. Whoa, I'm on fire!
Is that normal? I don't know.
I don't think that's good. Not unless you've got alcohol in there.
Oh dear, all that multitasking seems to have got the better of Will. Maybe he's finding Charlie just a little too distracting.
It will still taste nice,
I'm going to
don't
sit
worry.
down, I'm going to go low and stay away from the
Yeah.
smoke. How are the steaks looking?
Yeah, they're quite well done on one side, I'd say. Move out of the window.
I might just step out there, actually.
Yeah, no, of course.
The smoke clears.
She's escaped the smoky kitchen, but she's still got to eat that steak.
I think it's too much butter with the steaks, possibly. Oh well, you live and you learn. I think they should still taste quite nice. If a little bit well done on one side, perhaps.
A little well done. Eyes streaming, a choking Charlie's in the lounge, where there's less smoke, more oxygen.
Yeah, looking forward to that steak. It's going to be great. It's
Will might have wanted to take her breath away, but that probably wasn't the best way to do it.
Multitasking, talking and cooking. Oh, nightmare.
After torching the main course, can Will reignite the spark of the date?
So what have we got here then?
It's the Cabernet Sauvignon.
Smells like cheesy feet.
Cheesy feet. Excellent. I don't think it says that in the tasting notes. Oh well. Cheers. Cheesy feet.
It tastes nice though.
It tastes quite nice.
Yeah, really fresh.
Fresh. Fresh, cheesy feet. Yummy. As Charlie picks through the charred remains of her pan-seared beef fillet, she tries to think of something positive to say.
But the steak... Well,
It's not looking
obviously
good.
steak I've cooked before.
There must be something.
Quite sort of well cooked.
Is it? Oh no, sorry.
You can do better than that.
And red wine cheese is really nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
Really, really flavoursome.
Yeah.
Arugos are good too.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good thing.
And that bit was very good. And cut the blackened bit off and it was perfect.
Yeah, good.
All in all, not the greatest of compliments, but maybe Will's pudding of death by chocolate will be his killer course.
Dessert's going to take like maybe 5 minutes prep and then stick it in the oven for like probably 20 minutes. Is that okay? So give you a chance to go
Is
down.
that with or without burning time?
Burning's an extra 5, so 25 minutes.
What about when it catches fire?
Right, I'll be back in a minute.
There might have been a fire in the kitchen, but are there any flames of passion?
I think we're getting on pretty well. I'm going to redeem myself with the dessert.
Will's a really fun guy. I think there could be chemistry between Will and I, maybe. He's a nice guy. He's really good looking. Obviously good fun.
Will cracks on with his death by chocolate. He creams butter, brown sugar, cocoa powder and egg yolks together and pops it in the oven before turning his attention to the sauce.
No.
He melts chocolate and butter over simmering water. Sounds simple enough.
It's rising pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Is that normal? I don't know. I wonder, do we think that's done?
Will's confidence in the kitchen seems to have taken a knock, but he's managed not to set this course alight. He adds the chocolate sauce and cream.
And to conclude the evening,
Very nice.
this is part of my first ever dessert cooking experience.
Yeah, it's a really good first one.
Thanks. Have you ever been vegetarian?
No, I just really like meat. I'd really like to because it's more environmentally friendly and you can do a lot with it. And it's not these little bar lambs. They're so cute, but they're so tasty as well.
Damn them.
So I know. Oh.
They're especially tasty cooked on Will's hot plate. He seems to have saved the date with dessert and managed to make conversation without his mum's advice.
Well,
Cool, thank you. Have a safe trip home. Lovely to meet you.
you too.
Mwah.
Yeah, thanks for the evening.
And enjoy the rest of your week.
Yeah, thanks very much. Maybe
See you again.
later.
All right. Safe trip home.
So, 2 out of 3 courses ain't bad, but what did Charlie make of her first dinner date?
Will's a really great guy, actually. I had such a good time and he really put me at ease and it was just a really fun evening. We had a laugh. He's a good-looking guy, very charming, good cook, which is important.
I thought Charlie was a really nice girl. I think we've got quite a lot in common, but I think we got on pretty well, and I'd probably like to see her again.
Charlie has another 2 dates to go, but which of them will want to go out with her at the end of the week? They'll all be scoring her out of 3 stars.
Star-wise, if I had to rate her, I'd give her maybe probably 2 stars, I'd say.
A smoking 2 stars then from Will for Charlie. The next day, and it's the turn of 26-year-old Mancunian biker boy Chris. He's a high-powered currency broker, and city finance is not a job for the shy retiring type.
Yeah, I do enjoy meeting new people and socialising, so yeah, fairly confident.
So, Chris isn't bashful, but what does he look for in a lady?
She's got to have a strong personality. I've got a tendency to be fairly opinionated, and I need someone there who might challenge me on some of my opinions and tell me that I'm not necessarily right.
It was Chris's starter that caught the eye of champagne-loving Charlie, and she wondered what it was that made his fish pie so luxurious. Sounds good, though.
Basically, the secret of sounding intelligent is to make sure you've got the right vocabulary at your disposal. It's like a doctor doesn't call your arm, he calls it whatever he calls it.
Indeed. Anyway, Chris melts the chocolate for his dessert. He's no shrinking violet, and he's not short of confidence in the kitchen either.
I think anyone who can breathe can cook, essentially. Yeah, if you put a set of instructions in front of me, it's definitely more of a science than an art form.
Dessert's getting the appliance of Chris science too.
Is you get your strawberry, stick it in the cocktail stick, give a generous coating in the chocolate, and then if you put it on a piece of styrofoam, when it solidifies, you won't have any flat marks on it. Who doesn't like chocolate and strawberries? Who? No one. Now these just need to go into the fridge to set.
With the chocolate strawberries in the fridge, Chris moves on to his starter, the crispy Peking duck.
Now I'm just going to chop up and de-stone some plums that are going to go into the plum sauce.
Chris pops his plums in a pan and heats them gently with some sugar, cinnamon and dry sherry.
A little splash of water as well.
He'll continue to cook the plums over a medium heat until they're reduced to a sticky sauce.
What I'm going to do now is I'm going to poach the fish that's going to go in the pie in full-fat milk.
Chris will need to bring the milk to just under the boil and then add his onions. He's studding the onions with cloves. Shame he didn't remember to peel them first. Maybe this cooking lark's not as easy as he thinks.
Well, I've been single for about, about a year and a half now. I think I'm ready to settle down a little bit. I'm looking to spoil someone, essentially. Have I not peeled these onions right?
Right, you barely peeled them at all, Chris. Never mind, our self-assured chef adds some salmon, cod and smoked haddock to the onions and milk. He probably should have ensured they were covered completely, though.
Probably gone a little bit overboard with a whole entire duck. I don't think we're going to eat all of it. However, it's just easier to cook and looks a bit more impressive when it's prepared.
Chris could have skewered the duck to release the fat under the skin to make it even crispier. Back to the main course, and Chris lines a casserole dish with the poached fish, some hard-boiled eggs and prawns. He tops it with potato and cheese. Finished. Good thing, too. Charlie's on her way.
Not really nervous this time. I think, seasoned prey. Obviously, he's not done it before, so he might be nervous. So it might be infectious. Who knows? But yeah, looking forward to it. I'm hungry. That's always a good start.
Chris doesn't seem nervous. Could he have a secret weapon?
I have wrote a little poem which I will present to the lucky lady a bit later on. I'll leave you one of the verses. Although not usual, I thought I would try to seduce a stranger with creamy fish pie. Couple that with a lot of booze, surely I have nothing to lose.
How could poetry fail?
Not bad for a man who works in finance.
Will Charlie's date with our Shakespeare of a chef be poetry in motion?
Yeah. Is that it? Hey,
Hello.
how you doing?
Hi.
I'm Chris.
I'm Charlie.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Come on up.
Thank you. Smells really good, actually.
What, the food or me?
Chris hasn't wasted any time turning on the charm.
Oh, it's nice.
It's all right, isn't it?
It's huge.
Do you want to take a seat?
Okay.
Nice.
Sure.
Can I get you a drink?
That would be lovely.
We've got champagne.
Very smooth. He certainly seems to be pulling out all the stops to impress Charlie.
Where are you from?
From a small town up north called Manchester. You may have heard of it.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Responsible for a few things, some of the best popular music ever made, a couple of good football teams.
Lowry.
Larry? Who's Larry?
Lowry.
Oh, the Lowry, yeah, Lowry, yeah.
Not Larry.
Oh, God, that's going to be embarrassing.
Not exactly an impressive knowledge of art, but what are Chris's first impressions of Charlie?
Yeah, very attractive young lady. Seems quite lively as well, which is good. So yeah, pretty positive.
He seems like a really funny guy, really like a sense of humour. So I think it's going to be a really fun night. I think we're going to have some giggles.
First impressions sound promising. Now, what about that first course?
I think anyone who can breathe can cook, essentially.
Confident Chris is hoping to wow Charlie with his extravagant starter made from a whole duck.
Tuck in to the duck.
I'm a big fan of duck, so...
Yeah, I don't know anyone who doesn't like duck. It's an expensive meat for a reason.
Charlie seems suitably impressed with Chris's starter.
Very nice.
It's not so bad if I do say so myself.
Not backward in coming forward, our Chris. They're both impressed with the duck. Anything else in common?
Where did you go travelling?
I did North America, New Zealand, Australia, Southeast Asia, and then Japan.
Nice.
How about you? You travelled much?
Yeah, I've travelled quite a lot. In my gap year, I did Australia, New Zealand, and then Peru, Chile, Bolivia.
Oh, wow.
I've done like Thailand, Vietnam, Hong Kong, North America, most of Europe.
You pretty much done the globe then.
Done most of it.
A shared love of travel can only be a good thing. But will Chris's so-called luxurious fish pie live up to its billing?
A man holding fish pie. There's nothing more attractive.
It's supposed to be luxurious fish pie. Why is it so luxurious?
Because it's got top-grade fish in. There's also quite a lot of cream and butter involved as well, so it's fairly luxurious in that sense.
So far, so good. But Charlie has her reservations about the asparagus.
It makes you wee smell.
It does make you wee smell. It does, but it's also an aphrodisiac as well, so...
Okay.
I mean, fill your boots. Get going.
Steady, Chris, it's a first date.
What have you got? Have you got something dodgy in your mouth?
Maybe some eggshell.
Oh, God. Good. Just keep crunching. Just keep crunching. Sorry. That was always going to go in your piece and not mine, because I've been relatively trouble-free.
Even the eggshell bombshell doesn't throw Chris off his game. He steers conversation towards his favourite subject, his motorbike.
What colour is it?
Candy blue.
Cool.
If you're stupid enough to agree to a second day, I'm sure I'll get an opportunity to take you out the back of it at some point.
Oh, he's talking about a second date already.
My dad kind of wants to get a bike, so you could go for a ride with him.
The invitation was for you, Charlie, not your dad. Let's hope dessert goes down better than the offer of a baccy on his bike.
Not come out quite as professionally as anticipated, but they'll definitely do.
With a handful of blueberries and some strawberry cheesecake ice cream, dessert is served.
Thanks. Very nice. Very nice.
Very meal. You've been out on any like disaster dates or anything like that?
The worst one I ever went on was in first year at uni. And they started reciting me its poetry.
Uh-oh.
It was awful. Yeah, he was just a weirdo. Yeah.
Well, thank goodness she's not on a date with a poetry-reading weirdo now.
It's a memento for you, so therefore you get to take it away. So yeah, I've got you this.
Oh, thanks very much.
You're welcome.
Is this a poem?
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me read it to you.
Okay.
Now, I know how much you like poetry.
I don't like serious poetry.
No.
I
know how much you like
fun.
poetry, so I'm really looking forward to reading this. Blind dinner dates are such good fun, with food and prizes to be won. But oh, it's such a balancing act, trying to cook whilst giving a chat. Although not usual, I thought I would try to seduce a stranger with creamy fish pie. Couple that with a lot of booze, surely I have nothing to lose. So with this poem, I say adios. Let's raise our glasses to the final toast.
Oh, that was brilliant. Thanks.
With the poem finished, the date is too.
Thank you for a lovely evening.
No, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for the poem as
Sure.
well.
I hope it's changed your opinion of poetry permanently.
Oh, it's a really sweet touch.
I hope tomorrow's date goes, well. Hopefully not better than tonight did.
Thanks very much. Yeah, maybe I will see you on Friday.
Top marks for trying, Chris. This girl's clearly a tough crowd for a poet.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Bye-bye.
So what did Charlie think of her second date and that poem?
We had such a good time tonight, and I really liked his sense of humour, made me laugh a lot, and his food was really good as well. I really loved the poem. It was really sweet and such a nice thing to do, and it was really funny as well. I'm going to take it to work and show all the girls tomorrow. Read it out to everyone.
Fingers crossed, she'll go to the office tomorrow, relay the fantastic poetry. And yeah, we'll get me some brownie points. I think she had that kind of whole kooky image going on as well, which I thought was quite appealing. Yeah, I thought the food went down pretty well, although she did leave nearly every single dish. Yeah, I think she quite liked it. As for my conversation, I guess that's yet to be seen.
And how does Chris rate his date with Charlie?
She was obviously very attractive, and overall, I think, yeah, on the grand scheme of things, I think I'll give her 2 stars for the evening.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Chris gave Charlie a score of 2 stars. Charlie's third and final date of the week is with 30-year-old thrill-seeking IT professional James from New Zealand. He's certainly got an adventurous streak, and he's looking for a lady who has one too.
I've been single for a little while now, sort of 4 or 5 months. For me, it's, I guess, because I'm a very individual kind of person.
James's creative menu suggests he's pretty nifty in the kitchen. When she saw it, Charlie was intrigued and amused by the sound of James's hand-massaged chicken, and she was flummoxed by his All Blacks brownie. But she's a big fan of Thai food, so the main was the clincher. James starts with, well, the starter, soaking his roast peppers in cold water.
Cold water should make the skins very easy to peel off. Presentation's a major thing, yeah, definitely. I wouldn't be happy serving something unless it looked amazing as well as tasted amazing.
Wow, let's hope it tastes as good as it looks. James gets to grips with the chicken breasts, giving them a nice rub down.
Original chicken, but we're going to sort of tenderise her a bit, you know, a little bit of massaging. Well, I'm hoping that by massaging the chicken, that when you taste it, it'll be instantly noticeable that there's something different about it. You can't quite tell, but I mean, chicken's chicken at the end of the day, so I think it's time something new needs to be done with it. I don't know if you have to do it while they're still alive.
Right. He sprinkles ground cumin and coriander onto his pampered chicken pieces. Onto the pud. James will serve his chocolate brownie with a boozy custard spiked with amarula, a South African liqueur made from the fruit of the marula tree.
Making the amarula sauce, it's a creme anglaise where you basically get the hot cream and you pour it in without cooking the egg at the same time. I hope I get it right because I don't have any more eggs.
Our intrepid chef must keep whisking to stop his creme anglaise from setting.
Second part. Go back into this. Not out of the woods yet. So complicated just for a little bit of sauce.
James is certainly putting a lot of effort into his meal. Finding the right woman must be very important to him.
My last relationship was quite serious, and it was definitely on the verge of kind of going somewhere before it sort of all imploded in a ball of flames. So I guess I'm sort of looking for something of a similar kind of level, you know, something that's going somewhere.
Could Charlie be the girl he's been searching for? James moves on to his main course, the Thai beef Penang curry. He warms some coconut milk and adds strips of beef.
Now we're going to make the curry paste.
James is making curry paste from scratch using chilies, onions, lemongrass and galangal.
With everything in this meal, I want it to be as authentic as possible and as fresh and handmade as possible. There's just an unmistakable freshness you get when you make it yourself.
He grinds his curry paste with a pestle and mortar and plenty of elbow grease for 30 minutes. Fast food, this isn't.
The amount of pounding I've done, my hands have just gone numb.
Save some energy for the date, James. Charlie's just around the corner, and it sounds like she's getting used to this dating caper.
Done it a few times. Just looking forward to it. Just looking forward to a good meal, some nice hand massage chicken, some nice duck, some brownie. Yeah, it's going to be a nice evening, I think.
Let's hope so. The cooking isn't the only thing James is putting a lot of effort into.
I've got absolutely no idea what she's going to be like, so it's going to be very interesting the first sort of few minutes, and just hope she's going to like me.
James is putting the final touches to the table just as Charlie arrives.
Hello.
I'm James.
Hello, I'm Charlie. Nice to meet you,
Nice to meet
James.
you.
Nice to meet you too.
See you.
Thanks.
Oh, these are cute.
Thank you. That's really
They go
sweet.
with your
Thank you very much.
belt.
They do, yeah. It's like one of my hair. Yeah. Oh, they're beautiful.
Smoothie James wastes no time in serving up his show-stopping starter. Top marks for presentation, that man.
Lovely. Wow, that's beautiful.
You can see if you can tell if it's any difference between normal chicken and massage chicken.
And he gets straight on with getting to know his date.
So what do you do when you're in London? You're a club girl or bars?
Yeah, I do go out quite a lot. Clubs,
Won't lie.
pubs, bars, but yeah.
They sell drink.
Dancing. But I try to do like cultural stuff as well.
That is really British culture, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Thanks very much.
Charming. Luckily, Charlie's the sort of girl who can give as good as she gets.
New Zealand kind of reminded me of England, how it was probably like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
When the sun went down, we're like, yeah.
I get the feeling that we're quite sort of different sort of people. We like quite different things. She seems like, she likes to going out a lot, which is possibly not so much sort of like me.
Can't remember his name. He's a really lovely guy. Excellent chef. Food's amazing. I can't remember his name. Maybe I'll say. So what? Do you have any nicknames? That's a good one. Yeah, I've got it worked out now.
He bought her flowers, he slaved over a hot stove all day, and she can't even remember his name.
I think this is like the manly shelf. Rambo, the Rock, Shaft. Whoa.
Maybe the main course will be memorable. The delicious-looking Thai Penang curry.
Hey, beautiful.
The chili's garnish, you don't have to eat it.
Yeah, I probably won't. Oh, lovely. Looks beautiful.
I didn't massage the beef, so it's probably not going to be very tender.
Massage the beef.
As they tuck into the curry, also beautifully presented, James tries once again to find something in common with Charlie.
Yeah, you read.
Yeah, not as much as I'd like to, actually.
Stay in a good book. Say, oh, you read? No, just look at the covers.
Yeah.
Pretty pictures.
Yeah.
You like the glittery colours.
Like the pop-up ones?
Yeah.
The ones where you press the buttons, it goes...
It's a dog, you know. It's...
Or...
Oh well, the Thai curry seems to have been a success, but Charlie still can't remember her date's name, so she puts her crafty name-checking plan into action.
So have you got any nicknames or anything?
Nicknames? I don't think so, no.
Ah.
People at work call me Jim, but that's only because there's another James who sits right opposite me.
Yeah.
And if people say, hey James, we both look, and it's quite confusing.
Yeah.
So they call me Jim, but that's it.
Bingo. Her cunning plan worked a treat. His name is James. Got that? With that potentially awkward crisis averted, it's time for dessert. For the third time in a row, James's presentation is top-notch. That's got to be worth extra brownie points.
A little silver fern here, which is a symbol of New Zealand. It's supposed to be a silver fern from New Zealand.
Beautiful.
Just gave me for a second.
Very nice. I'm properly full, but well done. Cooking was excellent.
After a large bunch of flowers and 3 beautifully presented courses, each worthy of a Michelin star, Charlie must be feeling rather spoilt indeed. James certainly knows how to treat a lady.
Do you want to clear the table? And bring everything over?
Yeah, go on then.
Oh, spoke too soon.
Does you always have like a lovely food evening or whatever, and there's always so much cleaning afterwards?
Yeah. I'm just going to pop to the loo before I
cool.
in a taxi. It's a long way home.
Once Charlie's done her chores, it's time for home. And a rather awkward goodbye.
Hope you have a quick journey home.
Yeah.
And I'll maybe see you soon.
Yeah. Maybe see you tomorrow.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Good day.
Bye.
So how was it for Charlie?
Chris is a really great guy.
James Charlie. His name is James, remember?
I really liked him. I did think he was maybe a little bit more interested in my washing up than he was in conversation with me. At least the food was great, you know. Can't fault him on that.
I don't think that there was any sort of romantic spark there more than just friends. And I think the feeling was mutual from the impression I got. I had a good night and we did have a good conversation, even though there was not too much common ground to talk about. You know, she was still a lovely person and I had a nice evening with her, so I'll probably give her 2 stars out of 3.
Like both her other dates, James has given Charlie 2 stars. He might have stretched to 3 if she'd stayed to wash up. So the dinners have been eaten and the dates are done and dusted. Now Charlie must decide which gentleman from our tempting trio she wants to see again. Who will she be taking out for a romantic meal? And who will be eating in alone? Charlie's first date was with Will, a football-loving brand designer. Will was worried about cooking and entertaining simultaneously, with good reason.
He was sort of cooking the main as we went along, so I came into the kitchen and chatted while he cooked. And he kind of lost concentration a bit because he set the steak on fire. Whoa, you're on fire! It was a shame because it was a lovely bit of meat that he completely torched. The entertainment factor almost made up for the fact that it was basically charcoal that I was eating. I cut the blackened bit off and it was perfect.
Yeah, good.
I liked Will, he was fun. I felt quite at ease in his company and I thought we were kind of on the same wavelength.
Will gave Charlie a smoking 2 stars, but does she have a burning desire to see him again? Charlie's next date was with currency broker Chris. He was a very confident cook and liked to laugh.
It was great fun. I really enjoyed his sense of humour.
A man holding fish pie. There's nothing more attractive.
The second course for Chris was fish pie, which I wasn't really looking forward to. I kind of thought it was going to be really stodgy, probably too salty, not very nice. But actually it was lovely. It's all right, you know? No, it's really nice. I think the definite highlight of Chris's evening was the poem.
Blind dinner dates are such good fun, with food and prizes to be won. But oh, it's such a balancing act, trying to cook whilst giving a chat.
I felt so guilty that I said I didn't like poetry because actually I really liked it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Charlie bagged 2 stars from silver-tongued Chris. Was she so smitten with his sonnet that she'll be on his doorstep tonight? Charlie's third and final date was with IT professional James. A very accomplished cook, he pulled out all the stops with his meal.
I don't think I could actually tell any difference between a standard chicken and a hand massage chicken. Wow, that's beautiful. James's food was definitely the best presented of all of them. He really is a perfectionist. I almost felt like he was cooking for himself and his high standards rather than me at some point.
It's supposed to be a silver fern from New Zealand.
Beautiful. At the end of the meal, James whisked our plates away, or actually no, I did that. But he ran off to the kitchen and started frantically wiping everything down and cleaning away and washing up, which was a bit strange really.
Perfectionist James awarded Charlie a less than perfect 2 stars, but will she be back for seconds? All 3 of Charlie's dinner dates are getting spruced up and ready to go. Charlie's on her way to take one of them out for a meal they haven't had to cook. The other 2 will be eating in alone.
I think we got on well, had some good chat, and it'd be nice to catch up when I can not worry too much about burning my sister's house down.
She's a really nice girl. I'd really like to take her out for a drink and obviously show her maybe a slightly different side of me when I'm not prancing around in the kitchen.
I'd like to see Charlie again, just to sort of maybe find out a little bit more about her and just sort of see more of sort of her personality and what she's into.
Brilliant.
This is it, I suppose. Nice. It's a good consolation prize.
Takeaway, as expected. Macaroni cheese, my favourite.
That leaves one man who's cooked his way to a romantic meal for 2.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Nice to see you.
Yes.
Mwah, good to see you.
Would you like to come out to dinner with me?
I'd love to, yeah.
Good.
Excellent. Result.
So it's a second date for Charlie and Will. they're off for another steak dinner. Hopefully less well done this time.
Pretty shocked, to be honest. I was just kind of looking forward to the microwave meal, thinking like, where's it from? You know, will it fill me up, etc. But no, I think a nice meal that'll be awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'd like to propose a toast to a well-cooked steak.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Char-grilled, please.
Romance might be on the menu for Charlie and Will, but for Chris and James, it's a night in and a ready meal for one.
There wasn't really a spark, and I think it was fairly mutual, so I'm not disappointed sort of per se. I'm sure she's probably going to end up with someone who's probably a better fit for her, but it was still an enjoyable experience and had a good time.
Yeah, obviously a little bit disappointed, but not exactly surprised. I think there were telltale signs throughout the evening that I probably wasn't going to get chosen, namely when, obviously, I encroached the subject of poetry and got a fairly negative response.
I definitely picked the right guy. We're having a really good time. The food's great and it's a lovely place.
It's been a really nice evening, lovely food, amazing, well-cooked fillet steak. So probably have a word with the chef afterwards and get a few tips. I think in terms of future and third dates, I think it's a possibility. I think we seem to be quite good friends and have good chat. Whether or not that will sort of turn into romance or not, who knows, it's quite early days.
I think I'd definitely see Will again. You know, definitely in a friendship capacity, quite possibly in a dating capacity. You know, we get on really well.
Twilight, where dreams and reality collide. I hear the whispers of the night calling out to me deep inside. Melodic melodies dance in the air, new wave rhythms take me there. A mysterious world I can't explain, some dreams driving me insane. Lost in a dreamy trance with atmospheric paths, I'll take my chance. My voice soft and clear, guiding you through this atmosphere. Strings intertwine with my soul as I let go of all control. Oh, bass reverberates within my chest, taking me on a journey to where I rest. Taking you through this atmosphere. Melodic melodies dance in the air, new wave rhythms take me there. A mysterious world I can't explain, trail driving me insane. Lost in a dreamy trance with atmospheric paths, I'll take my chance. My voice soft and clear, guiding you through this atmosphere. Strings intertwine with my soul as I let go of all control. Low pace reverberates within my chest, taking me on a journey to where I rest. Floating on waves of sound, I'm lost but never found. The beauty of this unknown place captures me with grace. Lost in a dreamy trance with atmospheric paths, I'll take my chance. My voice soft and clear, guiding you through this atmosphere. In this melodic world we found, we're forever bound to the music that surrounds us now, forever lost in its mysterious power.
Emotional dynamic. We say that life's a journey, never know what you'll find. I only see the daily grind. They say that life's a journey, never know what you will find. I only see the daily grind. What does life have in store? It has been just a chore. Who am I waiting for? Who am I waiting for? You ask me how I'm doing, and I say that I am fine. In reality, I'm dead inside, dead inside. What does life have in store? It has been just a chore. Who am I waiting for? Who am I waiting for? You ask me how I'm doing, and I say that I am fine. In reality, I'm dead inside, dead inside. What does life have in store? It has been just a chore. Who am I waiting for? Who am I waiting for? Better to have loved and been lost than to never loved at all. In my own life I am whole. They say that life's a journey, never know what you will find. But I'm in this eternal blind. They say that life's a journey, never know what you will find. But